What up? What up? What up? What's good? What's good? What's good on this important hump day? I appreciate you guys for tuning in. And again, we have another episode of I guess we're gonna call it Questions with Coach. And I have the Q&A tab already set. So if you have any questions about my thoughts or your thoughts or anything about the game from Sunday or anything that has transpired with the Ravens this week or over the course of the season, hit that Ask Anything button, drop your questions over there, and I'll be answering questions until we run out or until it's time for lunch break hot take, which pops off at 7:15. Matter of fact, let me get my timer up to make sure that goes through to remind people that the show comes on at 7:15. Let me get that. Let me do that. There it is. Turn that on. So if you have any questions, what up, Hendo? Hope you're feeling better, my guy. Hope you're feeling better. Hope you're feeling better. So again, if you have any questions, hit the Q&A button. Says Ask Anything. Do that. Then questions pop over there. I'll start to answer them. But I'll just ramble until we get some, and then we'll go from there. Again, we beat the... Who was that? Beat the Rams 37-31. Tylan Wallace had an amazing punt return. Now, I don't watch a lot of the national media, but I know a lot of you guys still do. And I saw on Twitter a lot of people were upset that somebody said that Tylan Wallace bailed out Lamar Jackson with the punt return and whatnot. Man, again, with all the pundits and all the national media people, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's about 3 or 4 people I even really care what they say, that I'll even go look for and even care about their opinion. One of which I know you guys don't care about, but I do, and that's Shannon. I just like Shannon, and I don't care whether he talk about Lamar or not. I just like Shannon and what he's done. And what he's built for himself. I just like Shannon. 2, RC. I like RC. I like what RC has done for himself. When he's wrong, he come out and say he's wrong. And, they still in the business for clicks. So they say some controversial stuff sometimes. You keep in mind they still in the business of clicks. So sometimes they got to go against the grain, whether they believe some stuff or not. They in the clicking business. They need you to click on and get them views and that engagement and stuff up. Baldy. Believe it or not, I like Baldy stuff. Baldy put out some good quality content. And when he drops stuff, and Baldy's not really on TV a lot. So a lot of stuff I see from Baldy is on YouTube and on Twitter. So Baldy kind of fits in my vision. I see stuff, I see Baldy stuff where I'm at. I don't really turn the TV on. And lastly is Kurt Warner. I like what Kurt Warner does, especially when he does this stuff on his YouTube channel. I like it. So those, it's a few others out there, but mainly as far as the big time pundits, those are the guys I kind of watch film on. Big Red's dropped a question over here. He says, "What are your thoughts on the Malik Cunningham signing?" I like it. If we're gonna run a certain style offense, you might as well get guys that's gonna run that offense. And if something happens, you ain't got to change your offense to cater to the quarterback. You just keep running the offense because you got the same style of quarterback. Now, you just got to groom Malik to get better and train him and do him up. But obviously, he wanted to be here because I did see a tweet that said the Patriots paid him a huge amount of money to be a UDFA. Like, I don't know if it was a record amount, but I heard they paid him a huge amount of money to be a UDFA. And 1, they tried to move him to receiver. 2, they kept benching Mac and playing I think Zappy or whatever, and never gave Malik an opportunity in the game. So I wouldn't have wanted to be there either. Because obviously your quarterback was trash, in the words of Bubba Dub. But you just wouldn't give him a shot. Even if you just give him a quarter or two and let him see what he got in an NFL game. You don't know what you got. So I would have wanted to get out of there too. I'm going to go over here with somebody I'm familiar with the play style that fits what I do. So screw what you're doing in New England. Screw it. I'll take less money, and I don't know if he took less money or not, but I'll take less money to go over here with somebody I'm familiar with that I feel like gonna take care of me, gonna have my best interest in mind, and got a play style that I know this dude looks like me, plays like me, and I can do stuff similar to what he does. I'm gonna go over here and try to do that. Whether I'm a backup for the next 4, 5, 6 years, I might be happy. And who knows? Maybe in the next year or two, I could beat Snoop out. The one good thing I got going for me, I'm way younger than them guys. So when the time comes, the job may fall in my hands. Who knows? Because Josh Johnson is 36, 37. So you can run. And I don't know how long Snoop going to want to sit behind Lamar. You know, you got to think about that too. So he could be quarterback 2 in a year or 2. You never know. But Big Reg, I like the signing. I like, you get similar quarterbacks. You ain't got to change your offense. You can run what you got with 3 similar guys. So I messes with it. Bazel dropped the question over there. He says, what's one thing you could have changed this year? Having JK healthy. Having JK a part of this. That's the one thing I wish could be changed. Having JK be a part of this what we're doing. Let's think of a backfield with JK, Gus, and Keaton. Healthy JK, healthy Gus, healthy Keaton Mitchell. That's pretty darn good backfield. Pretty darn good backfield. Especially with what we're getting out of Zay and the receivers and whatnot. That's that's pretty darn good. Defensively, the one thing I could change, would change. The obvious thing would say to have a healthy Ojabo, but even a healthy Ojabo, we don't know what he can do. We know what a healthy JK could do. We don't even know what a healthy Ojabo could do. So offensively, I would say healthy JK. Defensively, what I would change is, I think saying sign MP over Rocky Sin, but I don't think either one of them would have worked out for us. I don't know. Bowser, there we go. Having a healthy Tyus Bowser. Having a healthy Tyus Bowser is what I would try to would say I would change. That's all I can give you defensively, because we playing some great defense so far. What up, Hugh? What up, Cam? What up, I be saying? He said I be saying that RC dropped some serious knowledge a couple of days ago. Draft picks are given every chance to prove that they can do it. UFAs have to consistently prove. True. UDFA is true. They do because when stuff get going and you have to chop people, the first people to get chopped is the UDFAs, because draft picks were considered the word draft capital. So draft picks were considered a commodity, and you want to give them every chance to prove themselves, where UDFAs were signed off the street, so to speak, and they are considered expendable, because you won't lose nothing if you lose them. With draft picks, you feel like you lost something because you picked them in the draft. So that's kind of what kind of backs up that saying. Again, if you got questions, hit that Q&A, ask anything button and drop them over there, and they come up on a separate screen. That way I can see them outside of the normal chat. But I do see yours. I think that's T Davis. He says, how are we feeling about the rotating O-line? Protection was better this game. All right, so I have a 2-part answer to that. When I initially saw the rotating O-line, I was PO'd about it. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know if the guys were hurt. Especially once I saw Falele in the game. I was like, why is he in the game? I even put it on Twitter, like, don't put 77 in the game. And so soon as I put that video out, John Harbaugh's press conference happened, and he said that it was Joe D's idea to rotate them guys and try to keep them fresh for the fourth quarter. Now, to me, that makes a ton of sense because Ronnie's not as healthy as you would like. Moses has a shoulder injury, so he's not as healthy as you would like. So that does make sense to me. But what makes more sense to me is, since you have this high-paid backup in Macari, let Macari be the guy, because he already plays left and right anyway. Let him be the guy that rotates because you never took Ronnie and Moses out at the same time. So you take Ronnie out, let Moses play left. Let Macari play left. Put Ronnie back in, take Moses out, let Macari play right. Don't put Falele in that darn game. He is not good at all. At all. And it's too late in the season to risk something happening to Lamar with Falele. The one play that I put on Twitter, and I know it's one clip, but still, they had a play action where they faked to the right. Falele just touched Aaron freaking Donald. And Aaron freaking Donald was one-on-one with Lamar. But, Lamar is shifty, and he did what he had to do to get away from Aaron Donald, but still, that's Aaron Donald. And Falele just looking around like, what? And I'm trying to be under control about this because that burnt me up. And I wanted to say some expletives so bad about 77, but I'm not gonna do it. Just don't I know you're trying to see. I understand you're trying to see what you got. You're trying to see what you got in the big man before you have to move on from him or try to pick somebody else up. I do understand that. I do. Week 14, week 15 ain't the time to do that, in my opinion. But who am I? I'm just an average Joe Blow off the street. But that's my 2 cents on it, Reg. Not Reg. I don't know who asked that question. T. Davis. But I will say this: you are correct. Pass Pro was better this game. It was. And like I said, I had no Simpson jokes this week. None. I had no Simpson jokes. Not saying he played perfect, but I didn't have any Simpson jokes this week. None. All right. Again, if you got a question, hit the Q&A, ask anything, and drop it over there, and it'll be on a whole different screen away from the regular chat box, and I can kind of distinguish the questions versus people just talking. I wish we could move him to guard. T Pinellas. What up, Q? What up, MDT Sports? Let's see. What else we got? See, I got to try to find the questions. Domingo says, shoot, I run JK and Keaton only. Have Keaton spare JK, and you got your most explosive backs getting the rock, and you lose nothing. In case Jake, yep, I agree. If JK was healthy, Don, you're right. I agree, 100%. Now, you see what we doing with Keaton when he's in the game running that inside zone and the outside zone? That is why at the beginning of the season, I thought JK could get 1,300 yards in the spread offense. I thought JK could match his total this year in this new offense because I thought he could get yardage because the offense would be spread out. He wouldn't be running versus 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14 man boxes. What Keaton Mitchell is doing in his few touches is what I thought JK would be able to do in 14, 15, 20 touches a game. And that's why I made the prediction that JK would get 1,300 yards this year, not knowing that he would have gotten hurt earlier in the season. Let's see what else we got. Again, I'm trying to take you up to 7:15 to lunch break hot take. That's what I'm trying to do. That rest helped the pass pro. I think it did. And I'm cool with it now that hearing the plan and why they doing it. I think it's a great idea. I just don't like the fact that 77 is part of that plan. Reg dropped another question. He says, "What do you think about Kyle Hamilton being back out there at practice already instead of resting to make sure he's healthy?" Reg, I think you've played the game. I played the game. And you have to kind of that competitive fire in you wants to always get back out there. And then at this advanced stage in medicine and I was about to say exercise science, but not exercise science. And what's the word I'm looking for? Recovery. This advanced stage of recovery with all these different cryo chambers and all these different technologies and techniques and stuff to get you back out there. You know, and you eating right and whatnot. You know, he might be close to getting back out there. Now he might just be out there because they keep in mind NFL don't really practice. You go to NFL practice, they just run around playing touch. They ain't no real practice. A real NFL practice is like a walkthrough for us when we play. They ain't out there doing nothing, especially not this late in the season. They run around patting each other on the butt. That's the wrap up because you can't tackle. And then who wants to tackle this late in the season and risk an injury? So he could be out there, you know, just walking, just standing around saying, "Oh, okay, I got flats on this play. Okay, I got deep middle on this play." It could be anything.
Has anyone tried these game day eats recipes thinking face with monocle?
Let's see what Brandon said. The last part kind of got muffled on me. Brandon dropped the 850. Appreciate it, B. B says, what my recent events? There we go. Has anyone tried these game day eats recipes? Oh, that's what he said. He dropped the 850. He says, has anyone tried these game day eats recipes? And he's speaking on the game day eats recipes that he drops before the live streams on game day. That's he wanted to know. All right. But again, even if he ain't healthy, he probably ain't out there doing much, Big Reg. He just probably out there running around and saying his assignments and letting people know that, hey, if I do play, I know what I got to do. Let's see. Again, if you got a question, drop it up under the Q&A, and I can see it better because now I got to scroll to see if you got a question or not, and I may or may not miss it. But if you hit that Q&A, ask anything, it'll come up on a whole different screen, and I definitely can see it. Why don't they just move him? I don't know, Pinellas. They should move him to guard. I think he's a guard anyway. I don't think he's a tackle. Especially being, you know, I guess because he's that big and they want to try to make him a tackle. I always thought guard was a better position for him. And we talking about Falele. Falele is not focused. It just seems from Killer Cam. Let's see. DDSQ said Rams get their pressure from up the middle and not the edges. Sunday will be a test. You talking about the Jags? Q. Oh, hey. DDSQ hit my. Do you? I don't know if you got Twitter. If you got Twitter or Instagram, hit my DM. DDSQ. Hit my DM or email me. One of them three. Email me. Talk about Sunday. If you got any one of them, hit my email or my Twitter or my Instagram about Sunday. Let me see what else we got. What are your thoughts on what Cam said? Why they trying to slander him? Cam Newton did have a hot topic. Cam said that Dak was a game manager. Brock Purdy was a game manager. Who else he said? He said Brock, Dak. I can't remember who else he said, but the other two he was spot on. The only one I didn't agree with was Dak. Because Dak out there balling right now. But and it's a lot of people trying to sell Brock Purdy as not a game manager. I put a question on Twitter yesterday, and a lot of people stayed quiet on it. The question was, and I'm paraphrasing because I don't feel like going to look it up real quick. Matter of fact, I am going to. Let me go look it up. Let me see if I can find it real quick. It's my Twitter anyway. I want to be exact so I can show you. Go to my profile. Let me show you exactly what I tweeted. Here it is right here. Let me pull it up for y'all. Let me make it a little bigger. I'm going to pull it up. And let's see what we think as a whole. Let me put it on the screen right here. Here it is. It says, question for the people talking MVP in the NFL. Would San Francisco still be good without Brock Purdy? That's who 13 is. Would Dallas still be good without 4? Dak Prescott. Would Baltimore still be good without 8? Lamar Jackson. And would Miami still be good without 10? A lot of people thought I was talking about Tua. I was not. I was talking about Tyreek. Will Miami still be good without 10? So, in a sense, I'm kind of throwing out there kind of what Cam said. I think San Francisco would still be. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's take Snoop. Take Snoop, for example. Tyler Huntley. You take Tyler Huntley and put him in San Francisco. Are they 10-3? Hold on, let me get my chat box all the way down so I can see the live answers. Oh, I got a lot of what's called. So you take Tyler Huntley, you put Snoop in San Francisco. Are they 10-3? If they're not 10-3, they're at least 8-5. At least. If you take Snoop and put him in San Francisco, they're at least 8-5. At least. At the minimum, they're 8-5. With Dallas's defense, you take Snoop and put him in Dallas. Same thing, they're at least 8-5. At least 8-5. You take Snoop and put him in Miami. They might have the same record. If not better. Now, Snoop in Baltimore, we are not 10-3. We are not 10-3. And I stand on that. I Draymond Green that. Wow. I Draymond Green that. All day, every day. Hunting the deep ball trash. But Tyler ain't throwing a lot of, not Tyler, I'm sorry. Tua ain't throwing a lot of deep balls. He throwing a lot of pocket passes, which is good for his accuracy because he's real accurate. He throwing deep balls occasionally when they come up and try to take away a lot of his RPO stuff. But he throwing a lot of pocket passes, and Tyreek and Waddle and who else? A-Chain, they doing the damn thing. Now Tua is accurate as Tua might be one of the most accurate guys in the league because he be throwing some dots out there, and dot is a Madden term. He be throwing some dots out there. But if you put Snoop in any of those three teams I mentioned, at minimum those teams are still 8-5. We've seen our offense with Snoop there. I don't think we 10-3 with Snoop out. I don't think we 8-5 with Snoop there. But that's my opinion. What y'all think? Killer Cam say Brock's deep ball is trash. I think what Brock's deep ball is he throws it early enough to where them guys can find it and go get it. And which is good for him because he knows that, hey, I probably ain't as accurate, so I better get it up early and with a lot of air so them guys can go find it. Brock knows he got playmakers, and he does what he has to do to let them playmakers go get the ball and make him look good. So I ain't mad at Brock for, utilizing his playmakers. So, he just taking advantage of what he got. He take advantage of what he got. He, like you say, Brock is sitting in the driver's seat of a self-driving car. Bro, you can't have said it no better. Brock sitting in the driver's seat of one of them brand new prototype Teslas going around the racetrack, and he on his phone playing Tetris while the self-driving Tesla going around the track. That's what Brock doing. He playing Tetris. He on Instagram scrolling, looking at Instagram models while the self-driving car going around the racetrack. That's what Brock Purdy doing. Now, is that good for the 49ers? Yeah. As long as them guys healthy. Because you see, when they wasn't healthy, when Kittle was down a little bit, when Debo was out a little bit, when Trent was out a little bit, what they do? They lost 3 in a row. And then as soon as them guys came back, they went right back into you can't beat me mode. Went right back into it. So, ain't nothing wrong with Brock doing what he doing. He doing what it takes for his team to win. Nothing wrong with that. But is he an MVP candidate? I think not. Big Red dropped another one. He said, oh, no, we got a 10 from Kevin Bonham. YNG. Appreciate you. He says, Falele is slew-footed for a tackle. Cam is partially right. Tua and Brock have to drive the Lamborghini and don't wreck it. Exactly. And watching that game, watching Hard Knocks from last night, when Tyreek got hurt, boys ain't score. Now when Tyreek came back in the second half and gave him a spark, they got on the good foot lollipop. But when Tyreek went out early, the defense scored for the Dolphins, not the offense. So we'll see. We'll see. Red says, with Pepe being active, do you think he can continue his growth from last year? Hopefully this means we won't see trashier sin. Hey, the funny thing is, Reg, even with Pepe hurt, we still wasn't seeing trashier sin. We were seeing trashier sin in garbage time anyway. And then when somebody else got hurt, they had to play him. And he was not good. He was not good. Appreciate the 10. Appreciate the 10 again. Appreciate it. I'm a little faster than the recognition, but I appreciate it. Let's see what else we got. Agent E, I got to call Cap on that. What Agent E said? Hey, what Agent E said? Killer Kyle is not going to pick Snoop as a starting QB. What you mean? Why you? No, we was using a hypothetical, Agent E. Why, that's all. We ain't talking about what Kyle will do. We ain't, let's not even go there. I think I know where you're hinting at, but let's not even go there. But we just talking about hypothetically. CMC is most definitely I'd be saying. CMC is the best player on that team. CMC is possibly the best player in the league. Possibly the best player in the league. See what else we got. Reek is not the MVP. Reek is the MVP now. And I agree with that too. Tyreek's the best player on that team. He said Tyler wouldn't start in Dallas or San Francisco. If you're talking about if their starters were not there, I think Snoop could start over the two guys behind that, Trey Lance and the other. I think Snoop could start over them. And I don't know who's behind Brock Purdy in San Francisco. I don't know who's behind Brock Purdy in San Francisco. But I think Snoop could start over them. I do. Snoop got some good tape now. Keep in mind, Snoop did all that he did with not much of a starting cast. I mean starting cast, supporting cast. He did a lot of that with not much of a supporting cast. Dak, I ain't gonna say Dak improved a lot. Dak is taking care of the football. Dak ain't throwing it to the other team as much. That's what's helping them. Their defense is lights out, and Dak is not throwing it to the other team as much. That's where it is. Oh yeah, he'll start over Sam Darnold. Hell yeah, Killer Cam. He'll start over Sam. Snoop will start over Sam Darnold. Yes. Snoop will start over Sam Darnold. Yes. Most definitely, Snoop will start over Sam Darnold. I think so anyway. I believe he will. I just only reason Snoop ain't playing because we got this. Well, I was finna say the second best quarterback, but shit, the way the other one playing, he might be the best quarterback in the league right now. That's all. I forgot about G-Ro's scheme too. I forgot. But the thing is with G-Ro and Snoop got the plays that we wanted Lamar to get when G-Ro was the coordinator, which is crazy. Snoop got the spread stuff. That's why he was able to have a little bit of success. Snoop got the spread stuff when G-Ro was the quarterback. I mean, when G-Ro was the OC, which is mind-blowing. Like, why Lamar couldn't get that stuff? Because keep in mind, remember when, and I'm going to bring my dude up. Y'all know I'm gonna, anytime I get a chance to throw his name out there, I'm going to bring him up. Prochet's best game was with Snoop at quarterback and we ran a lot of spread stuff. And that was G-Ro was the quarterback. I mean, G-Ro was the OC. So, it is what it is, man. But, hey, I wanted to have this Q&A session. Let me see what we had on likes. I wanted to lead up to lunch break hot take at 7:15. We got 73 people in here. Let's get to 50 likes. We need 6 more likes to get to 50 likes. I can give you guys some more points before we get out of here. And then we can head on over to Jose and Brodney's show. We can welcome Brodney back from Japan. Hopefully he'll talk about his trip because I want to hear about it. I don't know how much you guys want to hear about it, but I definitely want to hear about it. Let me give you 25 points. And then I'm gonna hopefully you guys get them other 6 likes and get us to 50. I'm gonna go ahead and give the 50 points. And then we're gonna run on over there. So hit that like button. I appreciate you guys for coming through. And we'll be back next Wednesday with this same format. And we can talk about whatever transpires Sunday night. And I'll see y'all then, man. Head on over to Lunch Break Hot Take with Jose and Brodney. And y'all don't greet me there. Meet me there. However that saying go, I just know I screwed that up. Peace, y'all. I did a T Davis. I hit the 25 and the 50 at the same time. I assumed that I gave y'all the honor system.